Arlen Ridley from Stratford, Ontario, and I want to know, what are the parties saying about how they'll increase income? The federal government has reduced poverty in the past by increasing tax benefits like the Canada Child Benefit for people with children and the Guaranteed Income Supplement for low-income seniors. What impact could tax benefits have for those living deepest in poverty, like single people on social assistance, those with precarious EI payments, and low-wage workers, or people with disabilities? Would pushing for a benefit like this intersect with the goals of basic income and reduce the necessity to increase a variety of pre-existing tax benefits when adjusting for the cost of living? What is your party's plan for the UBI, and what steps will be taken to ensure every financially vulnerable person in the Perth-Wellington region is no longer slipping through the cracks?
Hey Arlen, thank you for your question. It's a good one. There's a lot of things to talk about in the sense that there'll be a bridge to something better. We can talk about how we want to reform EI and make sure nobody's making any less than $2,000 a month, and extended benefits like that, and carrying on with the recovery benefits until we're fully through this and people are on their feet. All of those are a bridge to what the NDP wants to get to ultimately. A guaranteed living income for all Canadians. We believe it's time. Its time has come. Sometimes called a universal basic income. Basic income now, I see your sign behind you there, Arlen. That one in particular is a public-private partnership. There's many types of basic incomes. We would want to go through and make sure that we're using the most responsible fiscally and as far as support for Canadians. But that's where we're heading. And that's my commitment to you. It's something I believe in personally, that it's our best support system for all Canadians. It'll be a complicated system to roll out. We'll start it immediately with our most vulnerable, which is seniors and Canadians living with disabilities. That's the first thing we would roll out immediately to make sure that that vulnerable sector is supported. And then from there, we want to roll out a universal basic income. It's really time. The models show that it works. And we believe it's important. And it's the important step, the next step we need to take. If you want to talk more about the bridging to get there, as far as how we'll adjust some other programs, that's a different conversation. We can certainly have that, but I just want to let you know we're on board with the guaranteed living income.
Thank you for the question, Arlen. It was great talking to you the other day at the local, and I know we talked about the universal basic income a little bit, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself again here. But as we talked about, I was part of the Ontario Liberals that pushed forward this initiative and this pilot project that was cancelled by the Ford government before we were able to get any kind of real data, real results from it, in order to best structure a policy that can work effectively for everyone. So of course, I want to see that that pilot project come back, so that we can get the necessary data to develop a program that everyone in Ontario can understand, and that that they know that has benefits and that is affordable. There's a lot of misinformation out there about the program and its costs, and so I believe that that's the best way in order to get buy-in from Ontarians to bring this system, this type of policy back. And I think like a federal government should support and push, and our party has in convention voted as this is one of our top items. The issue is, and I think we talked about a little bit at the local about this, is and we're seeing it even today, is that programs like the CRB or others out of the pandemic have which are federal programs that help people get through the pandemic and not lose their homes and put food on the table. They are now affecting provincial programs, whether it is housing or old age security or disability payments or what have you, or even student grants, and so it's why this program is best suited for a provincial level to fully implement and integrate into existing programs and hopefully eliminate some of these or replace some of these programs so people don't have to work the program. They can do what's best for them and their family without having to jump through a lot of bureaucratic loops for support. So that's what I would push for. That's what we will continue to put forward, programs federally to help people, to try to bring people out of poverty. And you listed some of them in your question, and of course a lot more needs to be done. But I hope that as your member, I can work with you to try to find those programs that best work in the short term, while we're pushing to bring back the UBI pilot in the medium term.